Hello, my loves. Today or tonight, we are doing a gentle flow. This class, I designed it to help you ease into the evening, maybe get you ready for bed. You can even add this to one of my other 20-minute classes just to slow down. I want you to feel almost like you're just floating in water. I don't want you to be forceful with your movements. You might want to have blocks nearby. You don't need them, but they can help you really ease into your mat. So maybe light a candle, turn the lights down, get comfortable, and start finding your way to your comfortable seated pose. And just close your eyes for a few moments, noticing your breath slowing down, your mind finding its way to this moment. Maybe bring one hand onto the belly, one hand over the heart, and just take a few moments here, connecting to the breath, feeling that heart rate slowing down. Slowly start to bring the hands onto the legs and just gently bring your head down. Let's softly bring it from side to side. This class is actually inspired by two of my students / friends who are both dealing with an injury. And I just wanted to make something that's accessible to anyone in the moment. Gently bring the head back to center and start rolling the shoulders. We're not going to do any standing poses. It is a nice moment just to quiet down. Softly let the shoulders relax and just bring your right arm up. You're not forcing it above, just gentle. And let's just bring the hand across the head and softly stretch that neck. The right shoulder and left shoulder are relaxed. And just let that arm drift down back to the leg. Left arm, same thing, gently bringing it across. Stretching. Really focusing on your breath today. And let that arm just drift down. Now slowly roll the wrist. I have to turn my watch off. It's showing me myself on the phone. It's weird. Now just bring those arms out. Just roll those wrists. And now just give yourself a gentle hug here. Breathing into the shoulders. Maybe lean to one side, then the other. Softly open and just hug again. Let's just switch those arms out again. Maybe lean. Maybe the other side. Slowly back to center. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together and just bring the hands to the legs and just gently lift those knees up for a moment and just exhale down, maybe roll down. Roll softly up and let's bring our right leg out to the side. We're going to do little circles with this foot, nice and smooth, and going in first in one direction. And then switch to the other direction. Maybe we want to press the heel away and reach a little further down. I'm keeping my left hand on my leg here just to keep myself grounded onto the mat. I had to bargain with Henrik. I'm like, please, because he's in chaos mode right now. I'm like, please, just give me 20-25 minutes of calmness. I don't know if that's gonna work. We'll see. Gently slide back. And let's switch to the other side again. We're gonna do those little circles in one direction. Why every time I say one direction, I always think of the band and then the other. Now press that heel away and just reach down a little closer to the foot if that's what you want today. Gently slide back. We're just gonna come right into tabletop. I always tell you hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I don't care about any of that. I want you to find a tabletop that feels good to you. Maybe you want to keep those knees a little wider. I don't know. From here, just gently sway the hips from side to side. Nice and smooth. Let's open those knees a little wider. Now let's just softly come down towards the right heel, making your way to the left. And just nice smooth circles here. Nice and gentle. And just pause wherever you are and go in the opposite direction. Those nice, gentle, smooth circles. We're going to slowly come right into a child's pose. Open those knees, reaching those arms forward, letting your head relax. Maybe in your child's pose, we walk the hands towards the right side. Feel a nice stretch by that left shoulder, the upper back. Maybe walk now towards the left side, same thing. Bring the hands back to the front and just shift slightly forward. We're going to thread the right arm right underneath the left, bringing your right ear down to your mat, a block or a pillow, whatever feels good. Maybe we walk the left hand forward, breathing into the shoulders. If you have the left hand forward, slowly walk it back and bring that right hand back to your mat. Now we're going to go left arm underneath the right, same thing, ear to your mat, ear block, a pillow, whatever feels good. Maybe you walk the right hand forward. Poor Frank is in the kitchen trying to be so quiet right now. If your right hand is forward, Gently walk it back. Bring the left hand back to your mat. We're going to sink back to that child's pose. Open those knees. I just realized my sweatshirt is riding up, and I feel like you might see my tramp stamp, and I don't think we're at that level of friendship yet. Sorry. You know, when you're 18, you do dumb things. Now we're going to slowly walk forward, coming down to our bellies, bringing your legs straight back behind you. Use your arms to create a pillow for the forehead. We're going to give ourselves a little quad stretch. We're going to bring that right foot towards the glute. Reach the right arm back. You can hold on to the foot, the leg, and just give yourself a little stretch here. Gently release the right foot. Now we're going to bring the left foot towards the glute. Reach that left arm back. Again, a little stretch here. So during the pandemic, obviously gyms were closed and I had to teach most of my classes on Zoom. And I remember I used to do Mellow Mondays, and this is reminding me of that. I really like teaching that. A lot of my students in the gyms and studios couldn't access a gym, obviously, so I had to switch every day different things that we were focused on. Can you believe like this month is the anniversary of that, like the pandemic? I think it's the 6-year anniversary. That's insane. Gently release that left foot. Now we're going to start sliding that right knee up, almost like you're in bed here. And you should feel that hip getting a nice little stretch. Left leg is straight back still. This is actually the way I like to sleep, not gonna lie. I always have one leg up. And I always tend to sleep on my right side, which destroys my curls on the right side of my head. They never behave. Curly hair problems. Gently bring that right leg back. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left. Lifting that left knee towards you. Really feeling the stretch. You're going to feel this by the left hip as well as that inner thigh a little bit. It should feel nice here. We're going to slide that left leg back down. Now bring the right arm out to the side. We're going to bring the left hand next to the chest. Start rolling to the right, bringing that left foot behind the right leg. You're going to feel a nice stretch here. I actually feel this by my right arm and the chest. One thing I like about restorative classes is that you really get to hold the poses for such a long time. And you're using all these different props to ease you into it. It is amazing. Let's start coming back to the belly. Now we're going to bring left arm to the side. Right hand next to the chest, rolling to the left, bringing that right foot back, feeling that stretch. When I was creating the class this morning for tonight, I did this and I felt so many cracks in my back and it felt glorious. I hope you feel that too. Gently start coming back to the belly. We're going to slowly start coming onto our backs. Take your time here. This is where maybe you want your blocks nearby. So if you have your blocks, bring them with you. We're going to bring the soles of our feet grounded to our mat and just open the legs a little wider here. Your arms down next to you. I like to have my palms up for now. That way I'm not putting any pressure on my wrists. And let's just gently let the knees come down to the right side. Slowly to center. Let your knees come to the left. Slowly back to center now. I want you to take a few moments here and just do this on your own. Taking your time, noticing what you're feeling here. I also wanted to do this class because it is officially springtime, which is a time for things to grow, but you need to plant those seeds first. And I think of our mat as us planting our seeds in order to grow. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I'm not a gardener, but you have to, plant your seeds, water your soil. And that's what we're doing right now. Gently come back to center. Bring the legs a little closer, about hip width apart. And let's just gently lift the right leg up. We're going to bring the right leg onto the left thigh. With our right hand, gently press the right leg away. Breathing into that hip. Do we want to lift the left foot up and maybe hug the back of our left leg? Nice reclined pigeon pose. We can keep our left knee bent or maybe lift the left leg up. If you want, you could press the left heel up. I'm hoping to baby Jesus that the camera is not cutting off my leg. If it is, just if you're lifting, left heel pressing up. Gently bend that left knee. Softly release the leg. Lift the right leg up and softly down. We're going to bring the left leg up softly. Bring the foot onto the thigh. Left hand gently pressing away. Breathing into the hip. I was taking Peloton class today. I did a Tabata, which is really high intensity. And then I cooled down with a 10-minute class. And it was on the bike, obviously, but it was just a low impact class, and he said something was like, I want you to think of like your life as a snow globe, and let the snow just drift down. And that made sense. Like, everything is go, 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 but just let the snow drift down. Do we want to lift the right foot up, hugging the back of the leg? Now, for me, I'm going to keep my right knee bent. If you guys are new here, I did tear my ACL and I didn't get the surgery. And for right now, this feels good for me. But if you want, feel free to straighten that leg up, maybe press the heel up. For today, I'm letting the snow settle and stay here. Did you notice I'm doing a little gentle rock to the side? It just feels good. If your leg is up, gently bend the knee. Softly release the right leg. Lift your left leg up and bring it down. Let's hug our knees into the chest for a moment. Softly rocking. Now we're going to bring the soles of our feet back to our mat. I'm going to let my knees drop to the sides of my mat, bringing the soles of my feet together. Now this is where you might want to use blocks. You can place your blocks on the outer side of the legs just to give you a little support here. I like to bring them near the knees, and while you're here, if your legs are not on the blocks, that's okay. I want you to focus on the shoulders, just grounding them into your mat. Soles of your feet kissing, feeling those hips just opening. Arms are to the side, palms looking up. Now feel free to keep the knees bent, or maybe just let your legs slide towards the front of your mat. Arms drifting down. You can keep the arms to the side or come back to the hands on the belly, the hands on the heart. Letting yourself surrender. You can bring both hands to the belly and just notice that belly rising and falling. I always like to look at babies when they're sleeping, because you see when they're sleeping, they literally take all that air into the belly, which is how we're supposed to breathe. But most of us just inhale into the lungs. So maybe take a moment here, really pressing that breath down. Maybe let the arms drift to the side. If you want to stay here to close the practice, feel free. If you want to meet me in a seated pose, walk your feet towards you. Gently coming down to the side. Softly lifting back up to your seated pose. I hope my hair's not crazy. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a moment here, reminding yourself that you are strength, you are love, and you are power. So shine your beautiful light and share it with the world. Namaste, my loves. I hope you feel a little more relaxed, ready for bed, ready for the evening, and just let the world drift away. As always, if you enjoyed the practice, take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you next week. Namaste, my loves. Bye.